You serious?
There's plenty of ways to kill some time out there. Thank you for killing some time with us. I'm Marcus Bronzy.
And I'm Funk Butcher.
I got sent a keyboard and a mouse
pad
from a company called Penclic, who previously sent me a Bluetooth keyboard, which I really like. I really, really like it. It's called like the KB3. I really liked it because I'm learning to type. In case you don't know, you know Funk. Yeah. In case you listen to that knows, I'm learning to type properly. I just want to say, bruv, my typing is very, very smooth right now. I'm getting there. Less spelling mistakes. I can look at the screen. I'm learning to touch type, by the way. So I use all of my fingers when I'm on the keyboard.
Really?
Yeah, I don't do
all 12 of them.
I don't do all 16 of them. I don't do like they call it the peck and pick or whatever. Like where you look at it and go, and you look again. That was me. I was like, I was like that. Yeah. Now I'm like. That's me actually typing right now. Yeah. Real speed. Now you're looking Funk in the eye. Now that's you're like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
What's his name? Chris Hemsworth in that film, that hacking film.
Oh yeah, where he plays like this muscular. I don't what was going on with the casting for that film? Blacklist. What was it called?
Yeah.
Why does that stick out for me? It's like Chris Hemsworth is supposed to be this super nerd in that film, and I'm like, he doesn't scream nerd, does he?
He's more of a nerd in Ghostbusters.
That's like getting Tom Hanks to play Thor.
Yeah. Have you seen Ghostbusters?
Oh yeah.
He's more of a nerd in Ghostbusters.
But he's a hunk nerd though, isn't it? In Ghostbusters, isn't it? What is it? What was the hacking film called?
Yeah.
Got to do a little live IMDb
Black Hat or something like that.
Black Hat, that was it, yeah. I was like, come on,
yeah.
Really?
He doesn't really display his typing skills in that, but...
Nah, it's probably got to be one of like that's one of the, not the worst castings ever. I think there's worse, but it's a bit of a dodgy casting.
Yeah,
there,
but it's a good film.
Great film.
Yeah.
Great film. Great film. But anyway, yeah, so I'm using...
the Penclic.
The Penclic, yeah. And basically they sent us a wired keyboard and a wired mouse mat. Now, basically the NiceTouch is the keyboard that comes, the pad, and the C2 is a mini keyboard. It's got a cord. And what you benefit from with the corded version is that it has 3 USB ports on it, so I can plug in other bits and bobs like memory sticks, etc., etc.
Take that, Apple.
It uses conventional USB. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. NiceTouch. Keyboard's cool. I'm getting used to, like, the thing is when you're touch typing is that you got to have your one finger on the F and one finger on the J key, and then your other fingers fall around it. And some keyboards are really nice to touch type with, and other ones are a little bit less. This great keyboard to touch type with, nice and easy. And it also came with this NiceTouch, which is something that sits between where the keyboard is and you. So imagine there's a little bit of space at the edge of the table between the keyboard and you. This is where this little mouse mat slips in. It means that you can it's kind of similar to the way that your MacBook Pro set up or a laptop. You've got the mouse mat at the bottom, but you've got a few extra buttons that you can click with, and a little wheel that you can spin around, which helps you scroll up and down pages. And that plugs in to the C2, right? Via USB. It's nice. I liked it. It worked. But I do feel like the trackpad could be a bit more... I think I need to get in the settings and sort it out, but I feel like the trackpad on my MacBook Pro...
is more responsive.
Yeah. Okay. You know, but I think it's more suitable for a tower setup. Okay. So for you, for example, you've got the tower with all the power. How to kill an hour. It's had to do that. But you got the tower with all the power. So
I tried to hold it in.
What? Nah, you're just sour, man.
Hey.
But so you've got your tower. I think it would work well in terms of plugging in big powered USB. You could, for when you're producing, you can like get samples and stuff off USB, plugging it in. But for a laptop user, which I am, maybe I think I benefit more from wireless alternatives, if I'm honest. But yeah, good set. Check them out at howtokillanow.com/blog. You can check those out. Now, in last week's episodes, Funk, I clearly said verbatim, I don't like Elon Musk, the guy behind Tesla, the guy behind Hyperloop, because I think he's not I think he's not a genius. I think he just says things. Just says things and someone else makes them. I can say stuff all day long. Starship Enterprise. Someone else makes it. Yeah, well done, Marcus, for inventing that. Teleporting machine. Someone else makes it. Yeah. teleporting machine.
Okay.
I feel like that's what he does, bruv. Am I being hard on him?
I'm detecting a lot of hateration in his dancery. Because my perspective is, if you sow the seed, then why wouldn't that make you genius? If you are actively kind of thinking of these things, or are you saying these ideas that he's actually coming out with aren't unique?
I feel like they're the Tesla car.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. It's a good electric car. It's electricity.
It's an amazing electric car, which actually has its main strength and success is that it's marketable. A lot of these concept ideas, they haven't kind of like taken off because they haven't been able to translate into the common marketplace where people have been able to people have been able and willing to part with their cash. Yeah. So that's where a lot of Tesla's success comes from.
I'll give him that. And I'm not saying the ideas.
It's not just the ideas, the execution.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, the execution. Yeah. So like, I get it. Like other people have done it, like Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
I understand he didn't design the iPhone that we love. Yeah. It was a British guy, but he was under Steve Jobs' influence. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Jobs might not have done another aspect, which is like create the actual code for the App Store, but he brought those all together and did them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, with Elon, there's something that's making me think he just talks, says things, and other people just invent it for him. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. It's like me saying sustainable crops that grow, that sow themselves, seeds that sow themselves. If I just say those words and someone makes it, can I take credit for it?
If you expand on it.
Well, if I said new console from Nintendo, it plugs in and docks and you can take it out and play it when you walk around with it. I've said it. Does that mean I get credit for it? Let's call it the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, you can.
Really?
Yeah, because
I've invented everything then. Everything today apart from everything that was made before I could talk, I've invented everything. Yeah. Fine.
Because I feel like there's enough in that description which makes it unique in its...
Well, I deserve so many 20% out here. Majority stakes. Really though?
Yeah, I feel like if you've got a big enough platform...
So when the new MacBook comes out and it has USB ports again, the MacBook Pro, I'm going to get paid.
If you said that at a keynote speech, then yeah, you could deserve
this
that.
This is a keynote speech. Every single week we do a keynote speech,
Then you deserve your cut.
No way, come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, so the reason I'm going on is because this is quite funny. Last week, we told you about the tunnel system that Elon wanted to build to get rid of traffic in LA. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, what a revolutionary idea. Mm-hmm. What he said, it's busy, so let's go underground. We've got a tube here.
No, he didn't say it's busy.
Cars.
He didn't use it for traffic. He was using it in terms of the congestion and the pollution. That's what the main...
So he just wants to put the congestion and pollution underground.
Yeah, to help the carbon footprint.
Ninja Turtles, as long as that's what happens when you put toxic stuff underground. Biocomice from Mars. Who else was a mutant?
The alligators in New York.
Alligator Captain Planet. Okay.
It.
Oh gosh. I'm not been going near drains for a long time. So basically,
go on. Because you can't start this beef with poor Elon because not expanding it.
Apparently, Musk has started testing his hypothesis last week. Yeah. So. He actually tweeted something in December, actually, and Billy Producer, he said that Elon was joking, or Billy thinks that I said Elon was joking, but this is what. No, you know what? I thought he was joking. Maybe because everyone ran with it, he turned it into a real idea. He just said, "Traffic is driving me nuts. I'm going to build a tunnel boring machine. I'm going to build a tunnel boring machine and start digging. I'm actually going to do this." That's what he wrote.
Okay,
and because of that. Everyone got excited and we're like, oh my gosh, he's going to change the world. So I'm going to read something else that comes from Elon Musk's team.
Yeah.
Okay. Following all of these crazy promises that we spoke about last week, he said these words verbatim. This is in quote marks.
Okay.
We have no idea what we're doing. I want to be clear about that. I told you, bro.
No, go on, carry on.
I told you.
Carry on.
That's what he says. That's what he said at the SpaceX Hyperloop design competition.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He goes, he also hypothesized on his tunnel idea with this. We have tall buildings. They're all 3D. And then everyone wants to go into in the building and leave at the same time. On a 2D road network, that obviously doesn't work. So you'll have to go 3D, either up or down. And I think probably down. So he's talking about going down in cars and along. Environmentalists aren't very happy with what he's saying. They're saying in our most recent experience with tunnels is that people worry about not knowing what's underneath the earth. So digging massive tunnels underneath the earth obviously isn't good for the environment. But I'm just sticking at the point is we have no idea what we're doing. I want to be clear about that.
Okay.
Verbatim. He doesn't know what he's doing, bruv. And this is what happens when you give people power. They can just say stuff.
And for me, I don't take issue with that because, and I explain why, so many experiments, so many discoveries in history have come out of venturing into the unknown.
Yes,
so
I agree.
I feel like he's being perfectly honest and transparent, saying he doesn't know what he's doing, but he has an overall outcome.
All right, fine. Time travel.
Yeah.
Time travel.
Okay.
There you go. I said it. Time travel.
Yeah.
In a DeLorean. In a real DeLorean.
Yeah.
Underground. So if that now gets made,
yeah,
I've put it out there.
Yeah, but if you say time travel and you say you don't know what you're doing, you still articulated that time travel is the aim, is the goal. Come on. And all your experimentation is taking you in that direction. But it's no different from anything else that's been discovered over the years.
I don't like this sort of discovery. I want real scientists being scientific.
I think you'd struggle to find a scientist that literally knew what it was doing from the beginning when they were drawing up all the kind of like the theoretical side of things to when it came to fruition and they were just like they had that eureka moment. I think you'd struggle to find a scientist that all the way in every step they were hitting the nail on the head.
I don't know, man. I feel like Stephen Hawking, if he was to say that to me, because of his past discoveries and things that I'm like, yeah, I'll listen to that, bro.
I think even Stephen Hawking has had to chuck out some theories and disprove himself.
Yeah.
And if you have to disprove yourself, then that means that you actually don't know what you're doing then.
Has Stephen Hawking ever said, we have no idea what we're doing? I want to be clear about that.
That's because he hasn't said it openly, though.
It's because he knows what he's doing, man. I'm just saying, let's keep an eye on him.
He's protected his brand.
Yeah. Right, so Elon Musk's tunnel machine.
Yeah.
So as you know, obviously, he wants to build loads of tunnels underneath Los Angeles to deal with its traffic problem. And also we're talking about 3D building downwards. I mean, who knows where that's going to go. So he's yet to overcome things like permits and digging, like I said, all the environment, all the environmentalists aren't very happy with all that sort of stuff. But even if he had enough money to build this thing and it gets invested and they go and do it, he wasn't sure what he's going to call it. So what he's come up with so far is he wanted to have the ultimate boring machine.
What?
That's the name that he came up with for it. The ultimate boring machine. The second, that's what he wants to call it.
Okay.
What would you call something like this that bored underground?
The machine or the system, the network?
No, that's the machine. He just wants to name the machine.
Oh, he just wants to name the machine. Yeah. Okay.
Well, let's name the machine and the network. I'm down.
Okay. I don't know. The Muskinator.
The Muskinator. I still think he's got a name that sounds like a bad smell, though.
Yeah.
It is, though, isn't it? A musk. You know, it's a bit musky.
It's definitely a fragrance coming out soon as well.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah. It's like maybe being called Marcus Poopy instead of Marcus Bronzy, innit? Kind of just as PC as everyone wants to be. Like, if Marcus Poopy's coming in the room.
Yeah, but then when you're worth 18 billion or whatever he's worth, I guess it doesn't matter.
It can be Mr. Poopy.
Yeah.
All right, then. Cool. What would you... So you'd call the tunnel the Muskinator, yeah?
Yeah, the Muskinator.
All right. Fair enough. What would I call it? That's cool. No, I don't want to call it something like really like scary.
And then I call it the Muskinator Speed Network, MSN, bringing it back.
What the Speed Network?
Muskinator Speed Network.
The Muskinator Speed Network.
MSN.
Faster than the internet.
Yeah.
There you go. If I invented something, that's what I'd say. I want to get people to travel around.
And that's 2 fingers up to Bill Gates. We made it a hot line. I made it a hot song.
No, come on. Come on, let's call it what it is though. He's getting a lot of props for building a tube like we have had for hundreds of years in the UK that takes cars.
Okay.
It's a tube that takes cars.
Okay.
Am I sounding like a hater?
No, but you're sounding like you're exposing the simplicity of the idea, but yet in exposing simplicity, what you're also revealing is why has no one else thought of this? Why has none of the other great minds that have come before Elon Musty thought of this idea?
I don't know.
There you go.
Maybe they were just like, I don't know, mate. I think we need to just wrap this episode and move on. I think that the Musk hating needs to stop. I need to have a word with myself. But I will finish with this though. He's been quoted saying, "We have no idea what we're doing." I just want to be clear about that. I have no idea what we're doing. Richard Branson, I've never heard him say anything like that. Even when he was about to go bankrupt and about to lose Virgin Airlines, he was hours away from bankruptcy. Yeah. He didn't say anything like that. He knew what the goal was. I have no idea what we're doing. Just want to be clear about that. All right, there's plenty of ways to kill some time. I've been Marcus Bronzy.
I've been Funk Butcher.
Promise you in the next episode, there'll be no Musk hate. Yeah? Whether it's a bad smell or a mad inventor.